Bell clangs, hands on him, shoving Henry Coates through the hatch, up and out. Planks scrape under his palms. He braces hard, frigate shudders with the August tide. Rhode Island's western coast is just a blotch in the dark. Clouds thick as wool, streaking the scraps of evening. Overhead, canvas snaps and thrashes. He slides across the damp deck, toes catching, squeezing past hunched gun crews, sleeves smeared with powder. Officers bark, but Henry keeps his head down. Lantern light catches their faces along the rail. Rogue galley ghosting in from the east. Signals sent. British ships hang out farther. Black hulks, barely shapes in the night. Somewhere on starboard, a blue flare flickers out. An American vessel, match fizzles in its own smoke. Sweat soaks Henry's cap while he drags shot boxes, arms straining. Damp cord bites red marks into his wrists. Quarterdeck ahead, Captain bellows for all hands. Around him, men strip off shirts, slick with sweat from this sticky August. Harbor stinks of salt and smoke. Battle still fresh. Upwind somewhere, two muffled shots, signal from the sloop. Then boatswain's whistle. Henry drops the shot by second starboard gun. Gun captain nudges him. Checks the priming, barely a look. Rain tickles, then stings, blown by a sudden gust, slapping the hull. Henry blinks through it, face wet. Deck crowds up, boots scuff. Powder boy is small, quick dodge legs with leather bags. One skinny kid stumbles. Henry grabs him and steadies before melting back as crews cluster, ready. Dark closes around them like a vice. Signals, quick, hidden, no telling the British what's coming. Orders come low, fast. At the point Providence still at anchor, Henry glances aft. Commodore pacing, coat drenched, hat jammed low. Down the line, two Marines raise muskets, eyes scraping the dark for British boats. Someone curses. A bigger wave makes the cannons groan in their cradles. British moving now, they know the Americans are slipping the blockade. Orders spill down the deck. Get ready to move the anchors. Henry's fingers turn numb with wet as he fumbles rope, rain soaking into the hemp. Every gun loaded. Crews crouch, flints tight in hand. Henry's heart thuds up to his jaw, but he never stops. He heads below for more powder. Lieutenant shoulder checks him, unlocks the magazine hatch. Up the cramped ladder, men rattling barrels, passing shot up fast. Deck sounds louder. Henry slips back up where he belongs. Starboard rail, fists clamped around wet wood. Lanterns out on British ships, but he counts three lines. Enemy, watching, Providence. Big as she is, draws the eye. Wind rips through the rigging, tears at coats, flogs faces. Officers jittery, dry powder, keep the bags dry. Nearest sloop inches forward, oars just shadows, men brace hard, then flash from the dark. British gun, crack of thunder, water erupts off port bow. Short but close. Captain calls all hands to stations. Henry yelling orders down the line. Anchor comes up, sails open to the gusts. Providence surges. Henry reels, hits rail, steadies the nearest powder boy, eyes darting to the guns. Crews ready, officers waving, broadside about to go. Mouth feels like salt and iron, wind and spray. Another British shot, this one hits closer. Shudder in the deck right under his boots. Low, hit the waterline. Officers' voices carry. Henry hauls more shot, stacks them in arm's reach. Nearest cannon fires, blast in his chest. Ear ringing. Smoke wraps him. Eyes sting. Gun captain rams. Reloads. Shouts for more powder. Shot after shot thuds through the hull. The air thickens. Breathing feels like chewing grit. Henry's skin turns black with residue. Shouting now, enemy boats closing. British launches. Shadows darting, hoping to trap escape. Henry scans water, figures, lantern flicker, more shouts. Officers scream. Marines lift muskets. Fire into dark. Enemy bullets whine. Splinters crack from the railing. Henry drops, face close to flying wood chips. Someone yells from below, pain muffled in the roar. Providence swings starboard. Helmsman bellows. Rigging sings. Henry grabs lines. knees skate on wet deck. Almost falls, grabs a bucket empty, upside down. Cannon beside him fires, platform bucks under his boots. Gun captain's on him, fetch water, he finds broken bucket, limps for scuttlebutt. Thunder splits sky, lightning British ship silhouette, closer than he thought. Everybody's moving, yanking, hauling to keep Providence running. Volley rips overhead, rail explodes near him, splinters thicker, bite his hip. Henry ducks, yanks boy upright again. Ship heels as she tacks. Shrouds grab at him. Water sloshes, thighs soaked. British broadside, 3 guns, shots flying. One over, one far, one punches near the bow. Deck bound sideways. Henry staggers. Cut the extra lines. Henry pulls his jackknife, hacks soaked rope at the rail. Hemp digs at his nails. Around him shouting, muscle, tension in every movement. Wind rising, sails bulge. The squadron splits, each American captain picking his line, threading the blockade. Smoke closes down again. Taste of burnt powder scorches his throat. Rolling another shot, right shoulder creaks. Feet skid past, some barefoot, most running. Mate yells from the quarterdeck, hoarse from the salt. Henry echoes the order, ducks. A musket ball whistles overhead. Confusion as more men burst up from below. Faces gray, hands working, some chewing biscuits still. The word leak, water coming in. Buckets handed down the line. Henry grabs one, moving water hand to hand. Gunfire goes on, but enemy ships now just flashes, and the rush of black water, rain slackens. Night's heavy now, moon buried behind cloud. Crews scurry to catch a loose sail. Henry yanks lines, curses under breath, hands cramped and raw. British drop back, stern lights vanish. Small cheer bubbles as the American squadron squeezes past the worst of the blockade. Lanterns doused, dark as pitch. Henry helps pull down a battered piece of canvas. Gun crews slow as firings called off. He leans into the rail, rain and sweat mixing. Noise by the mainmast, broken spar, 2 men hauling. Henry joins, all 3 hauling the jagged thing in toward the boat. Deck spattered with splinters, heel slips, nearly goes down, catches himself. Brit fire distant now, Providence limps forward, patched sails holding. Henry spits over the rail, wipes grimy hair back. Shoulders align, hears talk. Low, urgent voices, counting who made it. Rain and sweat cold. He waits officers searching the deck, checking faces. An hour bleeds past. Henry gathers up muskets near the wheel, stacks them at an officer's nod. Lanterns come back, hoods low to kill the glare. Captain paces, faces drawn, guys limping, holding tools tight. Burned powder clings to everything. Tongue, skin, coat. Henry's hands jerk at torn sail. Wraps his wrist, grits teeth, swabs deck with others, pushing messy water and blood toward the scuppers. Wounded man moans below. Henry half turns for the hatch, then just keeps moving. Water thuds against hull. Wind lighter, clouds tearing, still hiding the moon. Henry lingers at the starboard rail, searching for lights, just faint, flickering points left on the sea. He stands a little taller now. Less noise, orders quiet. He shifts near the mast, palm flat on the wet wood, catching his breath. Rope cut into the fist of his other hand, knuckles white. Below, buckets still pass to check the new leak. Henry just grabs one. No waiting for orders now. Feet splashing in pooled water. Hands it along the line, eyes fixed past the rail, at the dark water still out there.